Pokemon games have given us entertainment for hours on end. Between catching baby Pokemon in Johto, double battling in Hoenn, and duking it out with Cynthia and Sinnoh, Pokemon games have brought us some intense and memorable moments. But eventually you play through all the mainline games and you want more. This is where the Pokemon Romhacking community comes to life and brings all of us amazing new experiences that allow us to continue to play our favorite Pokemon titles. My name is Phantom, and in this video we're going to go over top 5 Pokemon Romhacks to play in 2022. Before we do jump in, I want to thank everyone who watches my content. You guys are the reason I love to do YouTube. And if you want to enjoy the community and join alongside, hit that subscribe button and let me know what your favorite ROM hack is in the comments. I also have videos for each one of these ROM hacks, so check that out if you want to learn more about each one of these individual ROM hacks. Without further ado, let's jump right in with number 5. Number 5. Sovereign of the Skies. Pokemon Sovereign of the Skies is a Pokemon Emerald ROM hack that is absolutely gorgeous. You would have no idea it's even based off of the Emerald ROM because it just looks so gorgeous. Everything seems to be handmade, and you can even see on the website, if you go to and download Sovereign of the Skies, you can see a lot of this is even hand-drawn. They hand-drew the characters, and they changed so much about this game to make it very, very good-looking. I can't get over how good-looking this ROM hack is. It's easily, out of the entire list, the best-looking game. This ROM hack is a story-based ROM hack that you really have to get involved with the characters to enjoy the experience. It also has puzzles throughout the whole experience. Even within the first hour of playing the game, I went through like 4 or 5 puzzles. So if you're big into puzzles in your Pokemon games, this is right up your alley. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of storyline and puzzles in my Pokemon games, so I think it's not necessarily my cup of tea, but I can recognize when a ROM hack is good even if I don't personally like it, and that's why Sovereign Skies takes my number 5 on the list, because it is a great game, looks absolutely gorgeous, but it's not necessarily my cup of tea. If you like story, if you like puzzles, play Sovereign of the Skies. Number 4. Pokemon Glazed. Pokemon Glazed is a really well-made Pokemon ROM hack that a lot of people seem to have played. It's fairly popular. Pokemon Glazed comes with a lot of features. Starting with the starters, there are 5 instead of 3, which is also really cool and different. But not only that, you can catch all 5 starters throughout the storyline. There's also 3 regions to travel across, and you start off in the Tunad region. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And you can even go to Johto and another custom-made region called Rancor. There's Dream World Pokemon. They have Pokemon from Sinnoh, Unova, and Kalos. They have all the legendaries from Kanto to Sinnoh and some Unova legendaries, and there is a lot to do in this ROM hack. This is one of the older Pokemon ROM hacks on this list. It was released in 2012 and is based off the Pokemon Emerald ROM, and it has a lot of changes that it brought to it and kind of paved the way for really well-made custom region Pokemon ROM hacks. This ROM hack was released back in 2012 based off of Pokemon Emerald, and it comes with the territory of kind of paving the way for a lot of these custom, heavily featured Pokemon ROM hacks that you just don't see back then. This is such a well-made ROM hack, especially for the time that it was released, and it was updated in November of 2015, so it does have some of those updated features that we got years later with a lot of other ROM hacks, but it also still has that feeling of early ROM hacks that really kind of brought the community together and encouraged other ROM hacks to really kind of step up their game. And you'll see later in this video that there are a lot of ROM hacks that really, really do well and go really in depth, and I think a lot of that is thanks to Pokemon Glazed, who kind of glazed the way of the future. Number 3. Pokemon Phoenix Rising. Pokemon Phoenix Rising isn't technically a ROM hack, although it acts very similar to ROM hacks. It's actually made in RPG Maker XP, so it definitely changes a lot of stuff, and it's not your normal looking Pokemon ROM hack, because technically it isn't. But I still added it to the list because I think it's a really well-made game. This game actually releases as a standalone, so you download the game itself and not ROM hacks and have to use the patcher. So it is nice because it's one of those ROM hacks that you can just kind of jump straight into and you don't have to worry about downloading all these crazy things. Pokemon Phoenix Rising has choice-determined gameplay, which means that your choices actually impact the game. I love that because all the Pokemon games will often give you choices in the mainline games, and they don't actually mean anything. It might just change like one box of dialogue. This game actually goes different branches depending on which choice you choose. It also has character customization, it has skill trees, a quest system, multiple save files. This game has a lot to offer. This game does also run in this episodic way, so there is a lot of content in the first episode, and that's what's been released so far, and they're talking about releasing a second episode, but they haven't released it, and it seems to be on the back burner, so I don't know when that's going to be coming, but even without that other episode, this is still a really well-made Pokemon game you should all try out, and it also is a gorgeous-looking game. Since it's not made from the Pokemon Romhack, but the RPG maker, it changes the art style, and I think it changes the art style for a better. If you're looking for a standalone Pokemon game that you make your own choices that impact the story, make sure to check out Pokemon Phoenix Rising. Number 2, Pokemon Unbound. Pokemon Unbound is one of those ROM hacks that is probably the most popular ROM hack out right now, especially since it's relatively new. Pokemon Unbound follows the story of the Pokemon Hoopa, which is very interesting. We don't know a lot about Hoopa as the Pokemon, and you don't really get much of the storyline in the mainline games. This kind of gives it some character and really allows you to expand what you know about that Pokemon and just this new region. Pokemon Unbound is built off the Pokemon Fire Red ROM, but what's amazing about it is it just completely upgrades it. It actually runs the complete Fire Red upgrade, and then it even goes further. So the complete Fire Red upgrade just kind of allows the developers of ROM hacks to kind of do even more than they could before, but this just goes that much further. This game has a really powerful engine. It's got a ton of quality of life. It has a brand new HM system, which is lovely. You don't have to worry about having HM slaves, which is just super helpful. It's got updated graphics. It's got difficulty modes for people like me who are trash at Pokemon and need an easy game mode, but it also has an insane difficulty, which makes it obviously very difficult for even the most hardened veterans. It's got a unique mission system, character customization, daily events, mini games, and on top of all that, it's got a rich and expansive post game, which is super helpful. This game is really well made. It looks gorgeous. It has a really fun storyline and is a ROM hack you all need to check out. This is a very popular one, and it's popular for a reason. Check out Pokemon Unbound. Number 1, Pokemon GS Chronicles. GS Chronicles, I don't even know where to start because it's just such an incredible ROM hack. GS Chronicles is just basically Johto and Kanto remade. It's essentially bringing Heart Gold and Soul Silver into the modern age of Pokemon ROM hacking, but it's actually built off the Fire Red engine, and it is so good. So good that I've already put in like 50, 60 hours into this ROM hack alone, and I don't really spend that much time with my ROM hacks generally, and I'm just not even close to being toward the end of this game, because there's just so much to do. Not only does it benefit from being able to be a remake of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it also adds so much more. There's Mega Evolutions. They have Gigantamax and Dynamax. There's a whole new story, a day-night cycle. Different Pokemon will appear in different routes because they added a ton of Pokemon to each route. They fixed the biggest issue in all of Johto, which was the XP scaling. Now the scaling works really well, and your Pokemon are very, very well leveled by the time you get to the point where it needs to be. So it's really, really well-made remake of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and I'm pretty biased because those are my favorite Pokemon games of all time, and it just brings it into these ROM hacks. But it's really, really well done and is one that I think everyone needs to check out. Also, I'm wanting to do a 100-hour video for this, so if this video is out, there'll be a little eye in the top right now to go check out that video. So if you guys like this game, go check out that video. I think it's going to be a really cool one. I'm working on that currently, so hopefully it's out by the time this video comes out. So if you're looking for a Pokemon game with a ton of longevity, Pokemon GS Chronicles is the ROM hack for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.